Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Conference Centre, and on behalf of Loudoun United FC, the very latest American professional soccer team, which we're all very proud to say is going to be based right here in Leesburg, Virginia. I'm thrilled to welcome and introduce you all, and also to introduce a piece of history for Loudoun United FC. To my right, in the middle of the three gentlemen, is Loudoun United's first ever head coach, Richie Williams. Richie, most welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
To Richie's right is Adam Benke, who is the COO for Loudoun United FC. Adam, welcome.
Thank you.
And to Richie's left is Jason Levian, who is DC United's managing partner and also CEO. Jason, welcome.
Thank you.
Loudoun United, as you all know, is the affiliate team of DC United and will make its debut in the USL Championship at Nashville on the 9th of March 2019. And talking of DC United, Richie, the new head coach of Loudoun United FC, played just shy of 200 times for the Black and Red, winning 3 impressive MLS titles in those first 4 seasons during his time at RFK, and he is remembered by thousands as a great player for DC United, not only for his tireless determination and his passion, but also his spirit and how much he belongs to DC United. Richie also made no fewer than 20 appearances for the US men's national team before embarking on a coaching career which started at the University of Virginia, and also took in lead roles with the under-17s and under-18s of the national team, and was also most recently the head coach of the main men's US national team. Richie, if I can just start by asking you and saying welcome once again, can you tell everybody how this opportunity came about to be the head coach, the first ever historic head coach of Loudoun United FC?
Sure, yeah. First of all, thank you very much for that introduction. Well, I knew that DC was going to be starting Loudoun United FC. As you said, I was, up until last year, assistant coach of the U.S. men's national team. And, I had talked to some conversations with Ben Olsen and Dave Casper, and after speaking with them, I knew there was an opportunity there and expressed my desire to be, a part of the organization and looking for my next opportunity. And I thought it was a good opportunity, and things went on, and had a conversation with Jason, and I'm very thankful that they saw that I could be part of the organization, offered me the job, and last week, and I'm here today, and arrived on Sunday, and looking forward to this great opportunity.
You touched on it briefly there, but why Loudoun United at this time of your career? What excites you most?
Well, first off, it's part of DC United, and obviously this is the club I love, the club that I've been part of my whole MLS career, primarily, and I know it's a great opportunity. As I said, the investment now, the ownership is put into DC United in terms of the new stadium, the new training facility, starting a second team. I think there's great times ahead for DC United and Loudoun United, and I know it's a great community out here in Loudoun, and I still own a home here in Reston, not far down the road, and I'm just looking forward to a great opportunity, a great challenge, and hopefully the club taking off and doing great things in the future.
Richie, how excited are you? You have a blank slate to create a dynamic team here at Loudoun United FC.
Yeah, we hope to get there for sure at some point. Again, we have a lot to do, in a short period of time. But we know we have some very young, talented players in the academy. We'll have some young, talented players within the first team, and we'll add some more players as time goes by. But yeah, we do. We want to have a very good team, a very entertaining team, a very dynamic team, as you said, in the future. And as it is results-based, also, because it is a professional team, we still want to make sure that we're developing players, getting players ready for the first team experience, hopefully down the road for them.
I'll open questions up to the audience shortly, but just finally, Richie, for now, can you give us an insight into when that preparation starts for building your team? I presume yesterday.
Yeah, it did. It started actually yesterday. So you're exactly right. So myself and with everybody here, we're preparing the team. We're getting the team organized. We're in the process of hopefully finalizing things and get this thing rolling for a preseason and be ready, like you said, for the first game against Nashville. Thank
you, Richie. I'm sure the audience will have some more questions for you shortly. First of all, Adam and Jason, if I could ask you both. First of all, Adam, why Richie?
A guy like this, with the caliber and the hometown feel that he brings to this club, means a lot to us. The connection with DC United is something that you really can't find anywhere else. The championship mentality that he brings to our club and to our community, I think, will be very beneficial for our players and our fans as they get to go along this narrative from the time in which he won championships in the 90s until now, in which he's going to be producing champions on the field.
Jason, can I ask you about the process of securing Richie and how excited you are to have somebody who's so ingrained in the organisation back here with Loudoun United FC?
Yeah, Chris, this has been a multi-year process for us, for Dave Kasser, myself, my partner Steve Kaplan, to build out Loudoun United. And one of the things I said is that in the 20th century, Loudoun County was really known as horse country, right? And then early in the 21st century, a lot of people started talking about Loudoun County being wine country. And now, Loudoun County is going to be known as soccer country. So we're excited about it. I will say this about Richie. To get someone with his pedigree, with his breadth of experience, we didn't know that would be a possibility. As a player, as a coach, as a Virginia grad, I mean, the guy has Adam mentioned, has a lot of local ties, but beyond the local ties, just the kind of players he's been around as a coach and as a player, the trust that our staff has in him. Dave was here when Richie was a player twice. Benny played with Richie, so all of that feeds into this. But having the opportunity to have someone with his pedigree, his experience, his know-how as a coach, as a head coach, as an assistant coach, who's developed some of the best players in the country. And at the same time, having that person have the kind of trust and rapport and multi-decade relationship with our front office meant a lot to us and made him just an exceptional candidate and the right person for this role.
And just to build on that, how excited are you to have Richie as the person who's going to guide that final block between young talent and DC United, but also creating an exceptional USL Championship soccer team at the same time?
Listen, I think when I mentioned the comments about Loudoun County, I think what's amazing about this opportunity is that the connection is there with DC United, and it's going to be so strong. But Loudoun County is a real market on its own. And there's a hotbed of soccer talent here. There's a love for sport and entertainment here. And I think that we're going to do something very special in this market. And Richie's going to be the face of what we're doing. And that's developing talent, competing at the highest level in the USL. And really building something that's special and unique to this county. And it's really the opportunity to have a professional sports club, a professional soccer team right here in Loudoun, in Leesburg, I think is very, very unique.
And just before I open it up, one final question to yourself, Adam. Can you give us an update on where we are with the stadium? Because I know it's very exciting, this new 5,000 all-seater stadium.
Absolutely. Fortunately, we are on pace for our August 9th opening at home against the Charlotte Independents. We have also gone on sale with our season ticket packages for our fans, and we've seen a lot of buzz in the community about that. So fortunately, despite the snow and despite the rain, we are on pace to start playing August 9th through October 19th, which will be 11 home games at our brand new stadium in Leesburg.
Thank you, Adam. I'm going to open it up. I'll start with Stephen Streff from Black and Red and Flow Sports.
Just over a month now until you guys start playing. What kind of challenges do you face in the next couple of weeks of getting everything together so that you are ready to play against Nashville on the night?
Yeah, like I said, we started yesterday. Well, things have been going on in the background with Dave and Dane Murphy in terms of looking to add players to the roster. So obviously signing players. Yesterday we were out at RFK, and we're going to look at a couple other facilities in terms of where we're going to be training, which we think right now that the best place is RFK and side by side with the first team, DC United. So we're working on that, and then we'll have to get players in. We have a combine that's going to be in about a week and a half or so out here in Loudoun, and then right after that we'll start up, and then we got to get to training, and we'll have like about 4 weeks to get the team together, and we'll be prepared for our first game against Nashville.
This will be first year for Loudoun United, so it'll be special group, special coaching staff. How much hands-on are you going to have on it after, I guess, the initial few weeks after you get the team together? How much hands are you going to have on this team and manage it?
Yeah, well, it'll be daily. Again, it'll be something that we'll be working with Ben and Dave with the first team in terms of, at times there'll be players that will have to be training with the first team, that will be involved with the first team. So that will be ongoing throughout the year. Same thing with our academy, which players are ready to come up and be part of Loudoun United versus playing with their academy teams, and then obviously getting other players that have USL experience in between. But so we'll be hands-on. We'll be full time. We'll be training 5 days a week, a game on the weekend, and then obviously doing stuff with DC United too. So it's again, we're looking forward to the challenge, the opportunity, and creating hopefully something very special here this year and for the future.
The one thing I want to mention is that I'm a fill-in. Dane Murphy, who we brought in, who's our technical director of DC United and is acting as the general manager of Loudoun United, he couldn't make it here today. But he is going to work very closely with Richie. They sat down yesterday and with Dave Casper to work on the roster and developing that roster moving forward.
Steve?
With the USL team, you kind of have to find the balance between building a competitive team and obviously trying to develop players, whether they come from the academy, local area. How do you find that balance, and have you been given any indication as to maybe is there a preference with one over the other?
One over the other of?
In terms of fielding a competitive team versus fielding a team where the main emphasis is
Sure.
development.
I mean, well, for me, part of development is competition, and you got to be competitive, and anytime you're out there. Now, you want to do things the right way. We don't want to just go out and just try to get results for the sake of getting results. We want to go out there and play a certain way, introduce these young guys, these inexperienced guys, and give them experience, the ability to learn and to grow, and compete and to try to get results, because that's what they're going to need when they get to the next level. So there is a balance, and as time goes by, we'll have to understand what the balance is, and it will be ongoing throughout the year.
Thank you.
My name is Danielle with Loudoun Now, newspaper that covers Loudoun County, and just wanted to ask, what you obviously are very familiar with Loudoun, what ways are you trying to connect with the community? I know that there's some programs that you're putting together, and maybe it's bringing players out to meet folks. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite pieces of this entire pie. So we're already working with the Loudoun County Public School System to put together a reading program with our front office staff as well as players and coaches. We are very much looking forward to that. We've gotten a lot of help from Jennifer Miller, and she's been fantastic connecting us with our local elementary schools to start. So we'll be starting with Cool Springs and working our way out from there to see how that builds. Of course, we want to be involved with the community as much as we can. So as the players come online, and Richie's already been here in 2 days, and he's already here in Loudoun County, so we're going to go out and meet our local folks, whether it's business people that are involved in our sponsorships, people that have given us a lot of support over this entire lead up as of July through now. So we do have big intentions to make an impact in our community, as well as something that is exciting for the Loudoun County Public School System. They're currently working on an art project that is dedicated to Loudoun United, and that's going to be our crest in the form of a mosaic that we're working on them hand in hand to actually install at the stadium. So we want to be involved as much as we can. Like I've said since day one, without the community support, I don't see us being successful. So those are just 2 ways that we're currently involved, but there are many more to come as we work our way to the start of the season.
All 3 gentlemen, along with Steve Kaplan and Dave Casper, are here and available to chat with afterwards. So we're going to probably wrap up the formal part of the proceedings now, do a photo call with Richie and the Scarves, and also Adam and Jason. Before we do wrap up and go into the one-on-one interviews and also the images, I just want to thank Chuck and Amanda here at the National Conference Centre for putting on such a wonderful facility for us today. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for turning out. Historic day here for Loudoun United FC and the appointment of one of DC United's greats and a great local soccer hero in Richie Williams. Richie, we wish you the very best of success for 2019 and beyond. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.